Well, I'm very concerned about net neutrality. I have just given a speech talking about the many flavors of net neutrality, because the more I ask advocates of net neutrality of what they mean by the phrase, they give me probably 5, 6 different answers. So I'm worried about it, just because to me what it boils down to is trying to layer kind of old-fashioned common carrier telephone regulations on a very vibrant internet. And it doesn't make any sense to me to put that type of regulations on the internet.
The problem is that the net neutrality proponents are actually for net stupidity, which is the Markey bill and the Snowdonian bill. And the reason I call it net stupidity is because it's the whole, the dumb internet is better, the rise of the stupid network, the end-to-end principle. Only the edges can have intelligence.
We need to make sure that our broadband networks are not encumbered by ridiculous rules or rules that are somehow designed to limit the ways in which we can optimize the networks to best make use of the technologies we have. And a good example of that is the last year and a half, where we've been battling what are called network neutrality rules. Network neutrality rules sound good on paper, but in actual implementation they'd be a disaster. For example, your medical emergency screening data would have to have the same priority as somebody downloading a song down the street. And with enough people downloading enough songs over your same network, it's possible that your critical medical information wouldn't get through if we're treating all internet traffic the same way.
One thing that I have recently explored is the discussion of net neutrality, meaning that, whether it's a medical event or it's a teenager looking at music, both of those things have the same priority across our broadband. Now that may sound good initially, but, from a physician standpoint, and certainly if it was our loved one who was the patient, I think that, being there to intervene in a synchronous cardioversion is certainly perhaps more important than being able to download an in-sync video.
When it comes to the internet, we should proceed cautiously unless we've clearly documented the existence of a significant problem that needs regulating. I do not believe Congress should regulate, and even in those instances, we should tread lightly.
Government, so far at least, has taken a relatively hands-off approach to the internet, and that's good from the point of view of suppliers who have the confidence that that their gains won't be regulated out of existence, and so there's been tremendous investment that's gone into enhancing broadband. So we're seeing vigorous competition. Broadband prices have come down, and it's a standard result in economics that when something's cheaper, people buy more of it. We've seen just an incredible pickup in use of the internet, and the more good stuff that you find on the internet, the more demand you'll see. So lower prices, better quality, and more investment, all spurred by a hands-off approach, have led to the rapid increase in deployment.
We need to be cautious about moving forward on preemptive regulation of the internet, such as network neutrality. Part of the problem here is that because so many rural Americans don't have access to broadband technology right now, trying to formulate policies that will be a nationwide implementation of how we're going to regulate the internet is going to lack the perspective and the observations and the experiences of a lot of rural people. We believe that deployment is job one.